Hey, good morning, guys. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. It's Ria here. I'm just hopping on to do a Power of Three message for this new moon energy, which was yesterday. So the new moon energy is in full swing. I was going to go for a run, but the tide is high. So I feel called to do my Power of Three message first. We'll just ask for a little message, something that we need to hear to become more in tune and aligned to our heart energy. For it is within our heart energy that the greatest alignment and peace, fulfillment, and abundance can be reflected in our everyday life, guys. So with the Power of Three, that includes the cross breath, a paragraph, and a Gaia's guidance card. So we will start by clearing our mind and tuning into the center, dropping into our heart center, the center of who we really are, our God source energy, our God source communication, our God source information. So this is actually a picture of a sunrise over the beach, and I love it because it looks like a little image of a light being. It looks like us, the truth of who we are, our innate state of being. Here's the little head. Here are the arms. Hey, good morning, Nettie. And here is that grounding to Mother Earth. And this little line here represents even like that spiritual energy coming in or coming forth. It's really coming forth from within us. But the beam coming high above is just showing it's representative of when we connect to the energy of our heart. It is a higher frequency coming forth, coming to be expressed, working through us. And so when we breathe in, we're going to kind of release the mind. We're going to drop into the heart. We're going to breathe in deeply. We're going to expand our diaphragm right down to our gut and fill it with air. And when we are breathing in air, guys, we are breathing in prana, that very God source energy. It is the giver of life. It's the giver of all life. So when we're breathing in, just know that it's activating all of this light within you. All of that light is there, even when you don't feel it. It is always there, just waiting to be activated, waiting to be connected to, waiting to be expressed. This is you guys, all of us. We're all becoming light beings. We're all becoming more crystalline, less carbon, more crystalline, higher vibrations. Everything is energy vibrating. And we, as we raise our frequency, are vibrating even greater and greater and expanding and illuminating all that we are. And then when we hold it, when we're going to hold the breath, we're going to imagine that light expanding, moving, culminating, activating all that we are that hasn't been activated, waking up to the truth of who we are, waking up to our divine purpose, waking up to our soul. And then when we exhale, you can just imagine you're pushing out energy that you don't need, and you're pushing out energy to be expressed. You are activating and bringing forth the expression of your true self. To me, this is the most important thing. Of the Power of Three, this is the most important thing. In life, connecting to your heart is the most important thing. And the breath is the way you do it, the way that you connect. It is actually activating you. All right, guys. I'll just take a couple little peeks here. Good afternoon from Scotland. Thank you, Susan McNeish, for joining us from Scotland. So it's morning here, and so it's afternoon in Scotland. Wow. All right, guys. So we'll remove our mind, and we'll just take a nice deep breath into our heart, connecting and dropping into our heart center. Nice deep breath. Hold it, and as you're holding it, imagine every little bit of energy within you expanding, vibrating faster, illuminating, growing in light, moving that energy that you are to be expressed, releasing that which is not serving you, and exhale. And when you exhale, try to push that last little breath out. I'm sorry, I'm so congested. I obviously got some releasing. I'm going through some activating of my third eye, my throat, my heart, higher heart chakra is still continuing to expand. And so all of like this buildup of sinus, I'm going through a big activation and release. So try to push it out like that. I can't do it with you guys because I guess I need to do that. It's like pushing and giving that extra last little boost of energy, deposits that are stagnant, move them through you to be transmuted and transformed into the light that they really are. Very beautiful, guys. And when you breathe in and you bring in that attention, when you're breathing out, you see the arms coming out. You are expanding all that you are to be experienced in this lifetime. And you are grounding that through your intention of connecting. You are grounding all that energy to Gaia. You're grounding all that energy to Mother Earth. All right, guys, so we'll do a quick paragraph. I just ask for our higher collective to bring forth a paragraph that resonates with us to help to bring something forth, something into our awareness, something that might be within us that we still need to process or bring illumination to. These are just real life examples of, taking that journey, taking that spiritual path. So even though I read something here, it might relate to something else within your own life, personal experience that you will connect it to, and it'll bring further illumination to or understanding. All right, which one, guys? All right. It says relationship with self, and that's like the title of the section. And what it says is, it is not easy when you have to do an overhaul on your life, job, relationships, marriage, and especially and most importantly, relationship with self. Relationship with self is our power source. From this single power source, all else flows. Just like that cross breath, guys, and connecting to your heart. It is the control panel for all else in life. When we are in alignment and agreement with our higher selves, all else flows in our life. It will begin reflecting who we are. And because our life is a direct reflection of who we are, we will be fulfilled and happy. What was I just saying at the beginning? The breath, and it's the most important thing because it brings us to our heart. This paragraph is also emphasizing that our relationship with self, which comes from within, is our connection. It is our control panel to our God source energy, where we can create and manifest the highest frequencies, fulfillment, peace, and abundance in our life. Because if it's the truth of who we are, and if it's where our heart lies, and if it's where our soul lies, as we connect to that, we're connecting to the deepest part of ourselves, that which brings the greatest fulfillment, that of the highest frequency, that of our higher self, universe, God, whatever term you want to use it. Energy, the highest energy available to us. And as we connect and align to that, then it projects, it reflects. We are given through our reflection, our mirror of the world, where we are at and what we need in every moment of now. You know how they say, if you don't have it, you don't need it now? Everything you need is in the now. All life is in the now. All information is in the now. It truly is, and that is tapped into through the breath. The breath is our very existence of the now, and it brings us to our heart, where all information lies. And the outside world is giving us those reflections, giving us those answers, giving us those questions, giving us that information according to the frequency that we are in the now. It gives us that perfect complementary energy reflecting who we are and what we need. And even, good morning, Angel, even in times where we feel we're not getting reflected what we need or what we want and what we need are two different things a lot in life. We might be reflecting chaos in our life and disturbance and turbulence because that's exactly what we need. Something within ourselves needs a little upheaval. It needs a little releasing. It needs a little breakdown. It needs a little tower moment in order to bring us to a deeper level and truth of who we are. Something that needs to be exposed, and it can't be exposed if we got all these coverings of foundations and illusions covering us. We got to sometimes go through a breakdown, a release in order to tune into this so that we may live in a greater alignment of who we are. And then that can present forth. Or if we're covering who we are with things that are no longer who we are, or no longer representative of our truth, or no longer representative of our journey and what we've become and where we are now, then we can't bring forth that new energy, that new moon energy, those new beginnings, that new balance in our life. There's newness, there's new beginnings. And those only happen after you kind of release the old energy, the old beginnings that have fulfilled their purpose, that have fulfilled their energetic serving for us. All right, guys. So now I will just draw a Gaia's guidance. These are all Mother Earth heart cards found in nature when I'm outside running, with messages, inspired messages from Mother Earth, from God Source Energy. So I just ask this too to bring forth the message that also helps us to tune into and align to our heart. All right. So bringing forth our collective selves. What guidance is Mother Earth? We are one with Mother Earth. She is that reflection of our perfect energetic balance, abundance, self-sustaining, self-healing, self-generating. She is that perfect representation of our innate nature. That's why she's so balancing. That's why it's so important to go outside. She will extract the negativity. She will activate that in us that needs to be activated and released, because she is one and the same as us. She is our marker of who we really are, of our natural state of being. All right. This one stuck to my fingers. I like this one. It's so cool. I love it when stuff like this happens. This is like a little paver, kind of cobblestone on the street where I was running, and it was just broken up into this perfect little heart. And what it's telling us, oh my God, this is so good, and it so goes to the rest of the message about tuning in and aligning to the truth of who we are, and how I said sometimes we got to go through chaos, we got to go through turmoil, we got to go through like a breaking through and sorting out of energy in our life, and like moving out stuff we don't need, moving to new areas, moving into new situations, jobs, relationships, what have you. Just moving it out to connect. As we move out those and release those old energies, like we do on that out breath, pushing it out, we're releasing that, and then our outside world will reflect those very things that we do need to release or break through to get to the heart, get to the truth of who we are, get to all those other little informations wanting to come forth. After you broke open that case, or opened up the treasure chest within, or broke the shell that was covering the truth of who we are, which was based in old beliefs, old paradigms, old systems, old energies, which no longer serve us. They did at that time, but now it's a releasing, hence the breaking open and getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop, breaking open the shell of an egg, just breaking through the walls to release what's inside. And that's exactly what I call this. It's called losing my religion, and it doesn't necessarily mean religion. It means losing those things and thoughts and ideas that aren't really coming from you, that have come from the outside. And what does that do? It breaks down your walls to release what's inside. And this shows that perfectly. It's releasing what's inside. All those new ideas, all those new energies coming forth that want to come forth from within us. I love it. There's so much available and so many things within us that we haven't even tapped in and tuned into yet. And as we release that which we don't need, as we step into those new beginnings, as we step into that new energy, as we be that new energy, we have all of these energies available to us that have not ever been until now, because we're in that perfect place of the here and now, where our frequency is at that perfect vibration to receive all of that, guys. It's so beautiful. All right. And what it actually says is abundance. It says, once you realize that abundance is synonymous with your true nature, abundance will be evident all around you. You enter the flow of life and become one with it. Life becomes effortless and more magical. Life is a magical experience created by you. You are creating your experience, guys. You are creating your reality. You are manifesting 24/7. You are shifting into multidimensional realities a million times a nanosecond. And what is it? It's all based on your frequency. What is your frequency based on? It is based on where you place your thoughts and what emotions and feelings are conjured by your thoughts. So you're always in the creator's seat. You are always one with that God source energy, creating through your thoughts and what you choose to focus your awareness to, because what you focus on grows. What you focus on creates. You know, in science and that quantum physics, they say a molecule or an atom doesn't move. It doesn't do anything until, and it's not even there until you place your focus, attentional awareness on it. Same with our lives. Nothing can be shown to us unless we have focused on it, including the things that don't feel so good and the things that feel beautiful. It all stems from something that we have intentionally focused our awareness on, or unintentionally. That when you create by default, you're creating just by the outside world. But when you choose to be a conscious creator, you have chosen to tune within and decide what you want to create. Not let others create for you based on the outside circumstances, world, and ways of the outside. That is all old energy. You want to come here. You want to create from here, guys. Tune into your heart and be a conscious creator. Choose your thoughts. Choose your frequencies. Choose what you want to place your intentional awareness on. You're so powerful. So powerful. All right, guys. If you want, I just have to show one other little thing. There's like a little face in here. There's a big fat nose, like a bigger, fuller figured nose, 2 tiny little eyes and an eyebrow, and his little tongue is stuck out. He's got this little red tongue stuck out. I don't know if you see this figure. If I take away this part of the heart, there's like a little person, 2 little eyes squinty, 2 eyebrows, a nose, a mouth, and the tongue is stuck out. And it's almost like there's stuff coming out, like he's getting rid of that doesn't serve him. He's releasing that which he doesn't want in his life anymore. That's what it looks like to me. He's like, bleh. He's like, bleh. That's what it looks like, that little tongue coming out. And it can also mean he is speaking his truth. He's using his tongue to speak his truth. He's releasing that which doesn't serve him. And as he releases that which doesn't serve him or he doesn't want in his creation, he is using his tongue, his words, created by his thoughts, created by where he's placing his thoughts, what frequencies, and then he's speaking it. So he's also creating through his own speaking. Wow, cool. If you guys want, and anybody out there, I can choose you pick you a quick little Gaia's guidance card for the day. Just a little tiny tidbit of information before I head out on my run. Like I said, I decided to do my power of 3 because the tide was up, and it's harder to run on the beach when the tide is like right up to the soft sand. So if anybody would like a quick Gaia's guidance, a quick Mother Earth heart card, speak now or comment. Either Nettie, Susan, Angel, any of you guys, if you want a quick message, I will be happy to give you one if you comment. If not, I'm going to head out, connect, put my bare feet to the sand, ground my energy, suck in anything Mother Mary and Gaia are the same energy. They're both that divine feminine. I'll sometimes accidentally call Mother Earth Mother Mary because they represent, both of them, that divine feminine frequency. And it's however you connect to it. All right, guys, I don't see anyone commenting. Angel, I know you usually like a message. Do you want a message? Or Susan from Scotland? All right, guys, I guess that's your message for today. Tune in, connect to what's within you, and place your focus on the energy of who you really are and what's in your heart. And you don't know what's in your heart unless you go within your heart, guys. And all those disturbances on the outside life that cause irritation and disturbances, they're there to say, oh, I don't want this. I'm going to tune within. What do I really want? What am I thinking that isn't in alignment to my heart? That's what what you would consider negative or things you don't want on the outside. You might not want them, but they're what you need to tune within. All right, guys, I'll give us one look at the sun. Wishing you guys all a glorious Sunday. And may you all shine with the entirety of all the light that you are.